Episode 3 of Refreshed with Jonathan and
Wes.
Today we have a recap of the most exciting games, most exciting drama, and whatever else is out there. First off, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Wesley. Big week.
Yeah, it was.
Birthday and anniversary.
Yeah.
Congratulations on both.
Thank you. 3 years.
3 years.
Being married. Yeah.
Felt like yesterday.
It was.
It was, absolutely. So we're excited for the future. We
yeah.
already got things moving along. So
Yep.
that's you guys enjoyed the anniversary? It was
Yeah, it was nice. We went to Blue Ridge. It was a nice little town. So
now that opens up the door. You can go back to Blue Ridge for apple picking.
we did that while we were up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Free weekend sometime soon. More football. I guess.
Exactly. That's how I look at it.
What else is there to do in the fall in Blue Ridge?
In Blue Ridge,
Just you go Jasper, LJ, Blue Ridge.
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of apples and pumpkins going up that way.
Yeah,
So
pumpkins. Yeah, pumpkins. That's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Too. We're coming up. Spooky season.
yes,
What is it?
yeah. You got a Halloween
Next
costume?
week. I do not. That's a great topic to talk about. What's hot, what's not. You get the popular things this year. I personally, it's been the first time in 15 years that I could, I guess 14 or 15 could dress up as something from Tron Legacy.
There you go.
Tron Ares coming out next week or so. Very exciting. So that would be a good outfit. Something from Star Wars would always be pretty cool. I don't know. What do you got?
I don't know. My wife is in the middle of deciding what she should be with her baby bump. So she's,
Yes.
because they'll do it for school, her being a teacher. She's thinking about being Winnie the Pooh or Vector from Despicable Me. He has that little pudgy gut.
That's funny.
But for myself, I've always wanted to dress up as like full Jedi garb.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
never got to as a kid. So yeah,
Is it a personal decision or a?
nah, it just never worked out. Well, I'd usually try to match with my sister,
Okay.
so it'd be like a combo.
I got you. No, we had a homemade Luke and Leia.
Nice,
Yep.
cool,
Graham helped sewed it up, and Mom and Dad had all the ideas. And
nice,
yeah, that was fun. Walking around the avenue getting candy.
cool.
Yep. A little different than Reformation Day, which I was used to, but got a lot more candy on Halloween. So, anyways, this past weekend, I was able to visit the Cumberlands that took on the number 2 team in the country, Kaiser, who, when I was there, we just happened to go on a private jet in the playoffs
Wow.
to play Kaiser in West Palm Beach. And this was November, so you can imagine coming from, cold nothingness Kentucky to beautiful West Palm Beach. That was special. And we saw Harrison Ford walk across to his plane right in front of us. He flew out right in front of us. So that was phenomenal. So it was a big build up for this weekend because since I had left, Kaiser has won 2 national titles.
Oh, wow.
Coach bumped up. So Job, our number 1 kicker in our hearts, number 7 on the field, really talked this game up. He really bought in, as did all the other players. And they did have some explosive plays, but Kaiser just dominated. I think it was within the first 10, 12 minutes, they scored 21 points. So it's 21-0. But nonetheless, it rained, it shined, it lightened. Finished the game. It was fun. Great to see everybody. Great campus. We'll be back. Homecoming. But, I know you kind of feel that a little bit with Suwannee. It's nostalgic going back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cumberland's got a new president, real young guy. Pretty cool seeing the different houses that they're moving around, presidences,
Oh, okay.
libraries. It's just phenomenal. I just missed out on all the fresh stuff.
Always, right?
The generation before me said the same thing too. So.
Right.
But yeah, so that was super fun. And then our mutual, right after the weekend, we had another Monday, which means another softball Monday. We performed well. The team performed well.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the home run.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
That was good.
It felt good. It was good hits, good home
Yeah.
runs.
Yeah.
I think we're on the way back. But what are you feeling about softball right now?
I enjoy it. I enjoy going out there. Sometimes it feels like the team is just we roll out the bats and the balls and
Flat.
yeah. But it's still a good time. I mean, it's hard to beat. So
Yeah, as an adult, I find it very hard to get that competitive edge back.
yeah,
It's little things like that. You know, you get a little pickleball action, a little softball action. And you get the chirping and the chattering. It's
yeah,
it feels like I was a kid again. So except this time, when the kids get in fights, you just get slapped on the wrist. When the adults get in fights,
yeah.
slapped with a charge. So that was exciting. As the weather gets colder, we are preventing injuries, you know, hamstring pulls and all of that. So shout out Brew Jays. Really enjoy my time there. Hopefully we turn out, you know, in the playoffs.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Everybody gets one, so that'll be exciting. Mentioned a little earlier, really looking forward to Tron Ares. I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago too, just kind of the big picture, and I did not take into account there's literally no movies in theaters right now. I mean,
Yeah,
I personally am not a horror movie fan. I pay to enjoy movies,
yeah.
not to sit and wonder who's going to get murdered next.
I guess that's with it being close to Halloween. That's the
Oh yes.
the main draw.
A couple of those Conjuring or
Right.
you know, Exorcist,
Yeah.
whatever that be. But I don't know. You big Halloween kind of fan?
No, I mean not really. No, I mean for Halloween I watched. That's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's that's the extent of my Halloween stuff.
Can't go wrong with that. I don't know. I didn't realize till probably college that like movies like I don't know Scream. It was more so at least the first one. I haven't seen the other 17, but it was just a thriller. It was a build up. You're trying to find who's. It's not some conspiracy ghost and all that. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is just some some ghost trying to kill people. But no, it's a cool thriller. So there are movies out there like Split. I mean, that's realistic horror, I guess. But Silence of the Lambs was an old classic.
Yeah.
I think modern film has progressed so far as you know. I'm not going to just say vulgarness, but the violence, the everything. I was just so numb going into that. And I was like, oh, what's wrong with this? You know? So, but I think, you know, in the 80s when that came out, or early 90s, that was groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah, same with like Jaws.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but I guess the principle is weird there too, though. Because, I mean, still people today don't want to get in the water.
Yeah.
Big shark going to bite your head off.
Right. Yeah.
So that is very intimidating. Is Jaws considered a Halloween movie?
No. I would say more of just I don't know what you call it, thriller, I guess.
I guess it would be a thriller, yeah. It's not a horror movie per
No.
se. I do appreciate the live action, physical sets, I guess, as opposed to like in the last couple of years, there's The Meg, I guess.
Right.
I can't take that seriously. That's not. No, that's just like watching an adult version of Finding Nemo to me. Can't really get with that. But we got fall activities. We got the fair. I did not realize the fair was this week.
Yeah. Are you going?
I'll try. I'll try. It just snuck up on me this year.
Yeah.
Usually having family involved in it, I'm made aware in the springtime exactly when it's going to happen. So I didn't realize until a coworker asked if I was still going. I was like, "When is that?" Oh, it started
now.
last weekend.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny. That's one of those sign of the times, you know.
Yeah.
You don't get used to things that you're not privy to. But yeah, that's it looks fun. I knew there was some new things coming this year. So I saw they had the motocross.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Little circles and all that.
I bet that's interesting more so than just like maybe a concert from someone you never heard of. You know.
They did away with the concerts recently too.
Yeah.
I think just artists in general are just asking for too much money nowadays.
Yeah.
And that's another sign of the times. It's another rabbit to chase. But I guess to cap it off, I don't know if you had any more fall activities. Any fair, any apples or pumpkins besides that?
No. Just the normal fall stuff we'll do, and then obviously we'll get into playoff baseball, so that's always a fun time. Couple that with football, and so
It's fun when the Braves are in.
right. So this year, I don't know how much I'll be watching. I'll keep up with the brackets and how many games people have won, but I don't know if I'll be tuning in since the Braves aren't in.
I
So
always think about that. I say when the Braves make it deep, obviously we're watching every single
Right.
pitch. But I think to myself, like all these other, what is it, 32 teams, 30 teams, if, are they tuned out? Just like how I tune out when my team's out?
probably. I mean, depends on how interested you are.
Like a baseball purist,
Right.
or just a casual fan, I guess. But no, I do think about that because the Braves, shout out Charlie Morton getting the start Sunday, and then he'll, I'm assuming, come off first pitch, second inning.
He may go an inning and
Give the hat so they'll take him out and put
Yeah,
Sale in there.
right,
So that'll
right.
be phenomenal to see.
yeah.
I wonder what his next step is. I know he's got several kids, but I know they talk about how he's such a leader in the locker room when it comes to, baseball culture is super important.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Hurston Waldrop, Bryce Elder really chirped on it, how he had raised him, just kind of being a disciplined locker room guy.
Veteran kind of father figure in the locker room. Yeah.
I think a lot of people miss out on that. A lot of teams don't have that figured out, and that is very crucial. And it sucks when somebody like the Braves have that, maybe in Chris Sale, but he was injured at a crucial time to where
Right.
that wasn't there. We had to have somebody like Spencer Strider who's trying to figure out
He's trying to figure out his own mechanics and
pitch again.
Right.
So that's been tough. So I think we really missed that depth this year.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and say we should put up Charlie earlier because he did pretty poor early on in the season.
But if you think about it, if Chris Sale didn't dive for that ball, in the 9th inning, he could be well in contention for another Cy Young. So
that's awful to think about. He definitely could be. I don't know. What could have been? Could have they made the playoffs if he didn't do that?
I think there's a lot of other things that they probably could have needed to win a lot more of their one-run games in order to have a better chance of the wild card spot. I don't think they would have caught the Phillies, but
no, they're too hot, and it's fun. I am seeing New York media freak out that the Mets are kind of collapsing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's refreshing to always see
Yep.
Your mortal enemy collapse like that. Week 4 college football. We saw some big matchups, not as big as week 3, but
Right.
I was really excited to see Miami, Florida. Florida always brings it out. They're not the greatest team, but they are an SEC team, which means they have depth. And in the times of NIL, that is going to be a little weak, but still, nonetheless, they have depth. And DJ Lagway, very, very disappointing.
Yeah, so far.
He's not him. He's not who I thought he was. Carson Beck, on the other hand, I think he just needed that fresh sheen.
Yeah.
I think NIL has helped Miami now that they can officially pay players again.
Yep.
It's 25 years since Ed Reed and Ray Lewis and Devin Hester, but they're doing it.
Yeah.
It's exciting. I don't know who they'd be competitive against in the playoffs, but then again, I could say the same thing for Georgia.
Right. Yeah.
We'll find out this weekend.
Exactly. Yeah, that's going to be a big test.
Yeah. I know Ryan Williams. After he played Georgia last year, though, I guess he became a professional TikTok dancer. I didn't hear his name once after that, but he has the ability to cripple our DBs. But I don't really think their offense is there. I don't think the spirit. Just seeing Alabama just get pummeled early on and lack of discipline. I think that's
the biggest thing for them.
It's awful. Real sad to see. Georgia, Alabama. We'll see how strong Georgia actually is. We know how strong Alabama is, and that's not that strong. So this could be a real depth test for Georgia.
They're just going to have to go back to Georgia football.
Yeah.
Running the ball, passing short to intermediate passes.
Which I think Gunner's good at.
I think so.
Surprised me in that Tennessee game with that long ball.
He did drop one into the bucket there.
That was
corner of the end zone.
Yeah, very surprising. I was not expecting
that's good.
that. What do we got? We got Arch. Arch played Sam Houston State.
It was a good confidence builder.
For him, yes.
Yeah.
Kyle Smith, he's not back. He played Sam Houston State. That was the third worst passing defense in FBS. So it's like 130-something team. So let's calm down about that. I did enjoy Johnny Manziel saying, "Oh, you don't need to like gloat over the players," when they had like film of him gloating over Sam Houston State players. Like, ooh, and that was back when they were D1 AA too. So they're officially D1 now. But what do we got? Indiana, Illinois.
Yeah, I was surprised Illinois did not perform as well. Indiana stomped them.
They did. I forget the head coach's name there. I'm probably going to be 100% wrong here, but Signetti, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right, yeah.
He really tried to prove that they were in the playoffs for a reason last year.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't a fluke.
No mistake. So that's their first ranked win in a while. So they're starting to get depth.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Indiana. I mean, that's pretty cool to see. I think especially when you got, they could potentially push Michigan out of the picture.
Yeah, because Michigan hasn't been, as hot.
They did win last week, which was good to see against Nebraska, but I think ultimately Nebraska is way overrated.
I think so too.
I don't think money equals greatness. Even though Matt Rule is a phenomenal coach, he just doesn't have the locker room. I mean, phenomenal college football coach, but not such like a professional coach.
Yeah.
And I think in this day and age, he just missed his window. 10 years ago, could have done something.
Right.
But NIL, Matt Rule is not the answer completely.
Yeah.
We talked about with Mike Gundy fired.
Yeah, I saw where they gave him an option to give a farewell speech and ride out the rest of the season, and he said, "No, see you later."
No kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear about that. That's sad.
Yeah. Very Mike Gundy way to leave, too.
That is. I saw The Sun. Yeah, The Sun wrote like 3 paragraphs or whatever. And that was very sentimental. Like he was. Because I didn't realize he was starting quarterback there for 4 years.
Yep.
And then coached there for 21 years.
Yeah, held a lot of records.
Yes, he did. NIL just absolutely ruined him. There are rumors, though. I wonder if he will be one of the ones on the board for like Virginia Tech or.
I don't know. After so many years, you take a year off.
I don't think so.
Just go straight into it.
I think you go straight into it. There's somebody else recently that got canned that they said they were going to go straight into coaching again. I know Dabo Sweeney mentioned like he'd go straight into coaching.
Yeah.
Somebody else that just got fired. They were talking about that. I don't even remember. I'm at a loss of who it is. How many coaches keep getting fired? But they, the whole staff would follow him too. That was.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Having a loyal staff like that too, it's something in nowadays age where, if one guy gets paid, the other guys get paid. But big college shakeup. Mateer broke his hand against Auburn.
Yes, I think that weakens Oklahoma a lot.
A ton. I know this other guy's pretty good, but he just can't throw. He can't throw.
So, does that kick Oklahoma maybe out of playoff contention? I don't know what their schedule looks like from here on out, but
if they go undefeated, I say no. I say they'll keep them in there.
Gotcha.
But it is an SEC schedule now, so they can,
Exactly.
Nothing fluffy.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. I was impressed. Auburn did compete pretty well with them. I think they're on their way back. It's good to see them. Georgia Tech
might be all the way back. Actually, that big win against Clemson.
Very thrilled. They struggled a little bit against Temple.
Yep.
That was a little bit upsetting, but
sometimes those can be trap games.
I think so too. You go through the whole cycle of winning and
right,
kings of the city, and then that it is a letdown when it's a noon game against Temple.
Right, exactly.
No fans there, fanfare. It's hot.
Right.
Again, it was hot against Clemson, but you don't feel that when the stadium's packed. We did talk about Week 5 a little bit. UGA versus Bama coming up. We also have LSU Ole Miss, so that'll be very exciting. I like Ole Miss. I like Lane Kiffin, but I just feel something about LSU.
I think LSU is just the stronger team overall.
I think so. Do you like the drama about was it Witt, the star linebacker for LSU, who's dating Lane Kiffin's daughter?
No, wow.
Yeah. So they posted a picture. This is for the drama, and it went viral.
Okay.
And somebody said maybe they should take her to Chili's or something like that. And Lane immediately was like, "She's not a Chili's girl." And then they like posted with like the Canes advertisements and all that. But yeah, since then I saw that she got up at like 3 a.m. to go see her boyfriend, and she showed up on campus for the game day. So that was pretty big drama. For them to drop the announcement of we're dating
before the game.
Star linebacker, potential father-in-law coaching against him this weekend. It's kind of like a Disney Channel. I wasn't going to say Hallmark, but this is,
something along those lines. Yeah.
This is very drama-inducing. They'll probably make a movie about it if they go win national title or something like that and go to the NFL.
No, but I think LSU wins the game, so I don't think.
Hey, I think there's potential drama there. I think he could.
They're definitely going to bring it up in the broadcast multiple times. So yeah,
we're going to see Lane's daughter half the game.
Sure.
She's gonna be half the camera. It's going to be the new Livy Dunn or. Whatever,
Taylor Swift. Whatever.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's half the game.
Yeah.
I just want to see what's on the field. But, so that's coming up. We got Auburn, A&M. That's another, just kind of strong middle of the pack teams.
Right.
We got Oregon and Penn State. That's also huge right now.
Yep, that's the big one where college game day is going.
That is.
And they're both 7:30. 7:30 with that game and 7:30 for Georgia, Alabama. Be interesting to see what the ratings are.
I can tell you what I'll be watching.
Right, yeah.
I like Oregon. I like Dan Lanning a ton. James Franklin has not made me a believer in Penn State last year.
Not when they come into big games.
No.
They don't seem to win big games very often.
Think the bet up, yeah. Especially Oregon showed up the last few years in huge games. So
are they in Eugene for this game?
I do believe they're in Eugene, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a tough place to play too.
Yeah. And if they're not, I'm sorry. Penn State's tough too. But I think it might be a whiteout. I don't know. We're not from Oregon or Pennsylvania, so we wouldn't know. But we'll find out on College Game Day. We'll see what McAfee, if he dropped his drawers on the diving board last week.
Yeah,
exciting. I know that kind of made up for Lee Corso not being there.
Right. It was something at least.
It's kind of like a blindfold. It was like I was paying attention to that and I didn't remember. That we don't have a
Well, it's nice to have something on that show to kind of a big wrap up. I mean, they're on the air for 3 hours?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I mean, they got to have something to wrap it up and say, all right, bye.
Otherwise, it's just big noon kickoff.
Right.
With Mr. Dave Portnoy.
So, who may not be there again. I don't know. That's how I saw them. I don't know. Yeah.
Matt Leonard or is Reggie Bush on that now? Or is he
out? Urban Meyer's on there.
Oh, well, I definitely wouldn't want to be there either.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's huge. So 7:30, Georgia, Bama, I will be watching.
You're going to have the YouTube TV dual screen going.
The problem with that, YouTube forces you to watch horrible teams. Yeah, so when you can watch 2, or you can watch 4. But if I do the 4 screen and I love the 4 screen, I can't choose all SEC or all the big games.
Right.
And you're like, oh, well, don't you want to watch Kent State at Tulsa?
Yeah.
No.
Utah and Nevada play at the 10 o'clock game.
Right. I'll turn that on to fall asleep to, but
yeah, it'd be nice. It would be nice to pick.
Yes, that would be very nice. And then in the bottom corner, you have to have Subway Surfers and Seinfeld on.
Oh, for you, sure.
Yes, on media. That would be nice, but that's not an option. But yeah, I think Saturday night should be big, very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be nice after last week where it was not as many big games, so it'll be nice to get back to that.
It's pretty dull. And then we roll into Sunday, which we try to see if the Falcons will rebound after losing to the worst team in the NFL by far in the last decade.
It's going to be even worse since their former coach is going to waltz in.
Dan Quinn with the former quarterback, Marcus Mariota, who should be starting. I mean, Jaden might start, but why would you? When you just smacked the Raiders.
Yeah.
Give Jaden another week. You're playing another horrible team.
Right, yeah.
I mean, Michael Penix couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
I don't know if the offensive coordinator is telling him not to go for deep shots or if he's now timid to do that. But yeah, he took 0 deep shots and everything was short underneath, or it was in the pistol formation and a handoff to Bijan.
I mean, Pee Wee football or
Yeah.
1930s football. Like this is, it doesn't make sense. Mr. Zach Robinson, who definitely deserves that Oklahoma State head coaching job.
Yeah, please. I mean,
He
absolutely
deserves it. He's done a great job of doing what he knows to do.
Yeah, he needs that.
But going from the first game against the Buccaneers, it was just all passing. We said, we like to mix in the run game, right? And the second game, all running.
Yeah.
And then they were like, hey, we're the owners of the city. And then they'll call up, Nick Cellini and Chris Domino, hey, look at us. We're real good.
Right.
And then, probably Rich McKay in the front office. And then the next week, you just don't run it at all. And
You don't do anything on offense, really.
yeah, really. It's just awful.
Well, I don't know if you saw this stat too, but the play calling has been so easy to read.
Yeah.
So if the Falcons are in pistol, it's a run 75% of the time. If they're in shotgun, it's a pass 93% of the time, and they don't go under center.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
It's just easy to
if you're a defense, you just have your linebacker, who's the captain, read what they're doing, make an adjustment if needed, and that's it.
It makes sense. I don't know who they're vetting it through. I mean, we fired the wide receiver coach.
Yeah.
He said, this is something that is interfering with our play calling. That's why we're getting all these delay of games. But then you bring in Kirk Cousins, and everybody's on the line. Nobody's missing a beat.
Right.
Makes you think maybe there's a leadership thing there.
Could be.
Michael Penix needs to get the
Yeah.
the leadership role. I mean, we believe in him, but he's just not proven himself to be that leader that we need.
Yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, you would have had Kirk Cousins finish out last year, this year healthy, and then hand over the keys after Mike had, learned it a bit more. But now he's thrown into the fire. So this is the bed that the Falcons have made, and now they got to sleep in it.
Yeah, I mean, that's Mr. Terry Fontenot. This is 5 years of not going to the playoffs.
Yeah, if he doesn't, then he's got to be.
Not that this man pulled out the Saints from the cap space crap,
Yeah.
And then we're back in it now with Kirk Cousins deal. So
Right.
I don't know what to believe.
And then the kicker missed 2 field goals.
I think we were missing on everything. I mean, Drake London did great when he had a great quarterback. Kyle Pitts did great several years ago when he had a great quarterback, being the number one target. But we got Darnell Mooney, not really getting much targets. After the Vikings, when we heard that Bijan Robinson was the best player in the NFL, and then you get all the hype, and then you don't even use him the next week. What?
Right.
I mean, Raheem Morris needs to probably. I don't know who sleeps more during a game, Raheem Morris or Brian Snicker. It's just falling asleep at the wheel is absolutely the name of the game for the Falcons.
Yeah, I've been disappointed in the, just lack of preparation these past few weeks to start out the season.
And then, like you mentioned, the kicker. We had Koo, who definitely had a hip injury, and he had to change his stance up, and that just soiled him. He went from having the best percentage in NFL history to soiling it with that vertical stance. But and you have Romo make 5. I mean, that's just so Falcons. You have one guy make one performance, and this is the guy for the future. 2-year contract given out to Romo. And I get it. He's a Peachtree City, Atlanta boy, and he's easy to advertise, just like Koo was easy to advertise, Georgia Southern and all that. But
then you miss.
You miss 2.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I mean, sure, final score would have been 30-6.
It wouldn't have mattered, but it's even worse looking.
Right.
When the guy that you just hyped up and said this is your man,
Right.
So it was just the decision making. There's plenty of other. I'm not going to say that Romo was a wrong decision per se. The season just started, but
maybe he'll bounce back this week.
Maybe he'll bounce back.
We'll be positive.
He only started 4 games last year for an injured Carlson in Minnesota. So that's a little disappointing. Moving on from Atlanta and depressing sports, one of my highlights of the weekend was seeing Jordan Davis, who's an exceptional Georgia standout.
Yeah.
Dropped all that weight and got to show it off. Blocked field goal.
He's moving. 30 miles an hour?
Yes. Close to that. Yeah. Over 300. Fastest over 300 pounds.
Yeah.
To be moving like that. So that NFL is always exciting. I think last week they said there was 4 blocked kicks.
Yeah.
So that
Except for the Falcons game, there was a lot of exciting down to the wire games.
yes, except 30-0. Yeah, that was Bryce Young. That was tough. Really tough.
And anytime that I see Baker Mayfield with 2 minutes or less and he's got the ball, you go ahead and let him score. I mean, he's a dog, you know?
Seems like he's got a vengeance against every team.
Yeah.
You know somebody that cut him, somebody that slided him. Like,
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, Kirk Cousins, if he had any of that gumption, I mean, you saw it on the Washington, formerly Redskins, 10 years ago, you know.
Yeah.
You like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then he's kind of just mellowed out. Michael Penix, we haven't seen any fire yet from.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's definitely a gumption to that. Very exciting to see. I don't know. I hate that he's in our division, but I like seeing him win.
Yeah.
It's easy to root for.
I like to watch him when he's not playing the Falcons.
Yes. It's hard to watch the Falcons. It's hard for me to say I like watching the Falcons play. So
Yeah.
that's on another page. But we got the per typical Cowboys suck. Bears absolutely rolled them. That was a surprising one to watch last week. Ben Johnson. Absolutely. Hopefully, I'd like to see the Bears be good. I like Soldier Field. I like the feel of Chicago being a good team again. Are they a good team? No, I don't think so. But it is funny to see the Cowboys flail again.
Yeah. Their defense giving up all that when they gave up the best defensive player in the league. Yeah.
The Packers seem to be all right.
Just all right, I think. I think for people who were really high up on them really early on.
Mm-hmm. I think Jordan Love is a serviceable quarterback. He has intangibles to be great, but no. He's nothing like the Lions and the Ravens, where you got Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, who it was proven again that the Lions had the stronger team.
Yeah, Jared Goff, you were saying serviceable. That guy is a great manager.
Yeah.
And that's not a slight. You know,
No.
He puts the ball where it needs to be in the right time. And then you got the two-headed monster, Montgomery and Gibbs, in the backfields.
Easily, yeah. Take that, Brandon. I was going to lose to him in Mr. Ryan Smith's Fantasy Football League, and checked back, and Montgomery had me like 30 points.
Yeah.
So thank you, David Montgomery, for my week 4 or week 3 win, I should say. Who else we got? The Lions were rolling. Jared Goff. Yeah, I knew he was good since I think it was like he was at Cal. I knew he was okay, but I was flying out with my parents to Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was flying out of Colorado. Maybe we'd been skiing or something, and I saw like this huge guy. Probably 6'4", 6'5". Had to be like a defensive lineman. He had Air Force bags, Air Force football, and turns out, he had just I guess he's wrapping up season and or spring ball, something like that. And so I was just picking his brain in the airport. So who's the best player you faced? And given this is like 2016, and he said, Jared Goff.
Wow.
He just dissected our defense like crazy. Like just knew what we were going to do before we did it. And it was really cool to see him go to the Super Bowl, like right after I heard him say that.
Yeah.
And disappointing to see him like fell off, and they hated him. But when you have somebody like Dan Campbell, going to get coffees at Starbucks with Dan Campbell.
Yeah, ultimate cheerleader.
Oh yeah, QB and the coach, like at the professional level, you don't see that.
Right.
That's refreshing. That's absolutely refreshing.
Yeah, another case of quarterback change of scenery, flourishing. Baker, Carson Beck, Jared Goff. Sometimes seems to be. I'm sure there's other things, but it seems to be just as simple as change of scenery.
Yeah, change of scenery does do a lot. I mean, it's beyond just sports. I think it's a mental aptitude of, hey, I am worth this. I can do this. You see that in more than, like I said, more than just sports. I mean, it's funny to see that people are not just puzzle pieces that always are going to fit. So, some places people are going to be round hole, square peg. And vice versa. And when you take somebody like Jared Goff and take him out of L.A., which I guess he went to Cal and then ended up in L.A., but you put him in somewhere like Detroit, you don't have to shine. You can let the team do the speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest.
Yep.
The biggest part, and especially like you said, Dan Campbell being a cheerleader. I think that's the biggest thing for success. You know, finding somebody that'll cheer you to success.
Yeah, believe in you.
Yes. Yeah. That's huge. I know that's. I mean, to get off on a tangent a little bit, it's nice to have people to believe in you. I mean, that's moving past football, moving past movies, and all that. I think that's why we started this podcast. It's just something to be refreshed about, and I mean, I hate to say it, but you can be encouraged by yourself.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people find that tough to hear because that's probably the biggest voice that you have in your head, you know, and a lot of self-doubt, a lot of low self-esteem and all that. And it's easy to doubt yourself. It's easy
Very easy
to get down. But it's nice when you have good friends.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Good family that'll push you forwards, you know. I mean, it's not just surrounding yourself with yes men, but iron sharpens iron.
Yep.
You know, you want to push each other to be the best man, the best woman that you can actually become. And I think that's well noted. And stories like Jared Goff, that's really the power of belief, the power of encouragement, and your surroundings. I think you can choose who you surround yourself with. And I think what the old saying is, the 5 people that you surround yourself with, that's who you're going to be.
Yep.
I mean, so it's very fulfilling to know that ultimately we are the culmination of this everyday little decisions that we make. So I do appreciate the value of friendship and the value of encouragement, and that's a little bit why Refresh is a thing. You have any upcoming topics that you look forward to talking to next week? Any big ticket items happening the rest of this week?
No. Well, I will be interested to see what turns out in these big games, and then my wife and I are watching a TV show, so we'll be excited to watch a few more episodes in that, and then
the Bacon Show, right?
Well, yeah, that's tomorrow, Friday, and then we're watching Slow Horses on Apple TV.
Slow Horses.
Yep.
That's the,
Gary Oldman is the main character.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Slow Horses.
It's like a British MI5 detective kind of show. So
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Owen Wilson golfing.
No, that's Stick, I believe.
Okay. Very generic names.
Right.
Apple, if you're watching this, please give me a free login.
Sure.
And we'll be sponsored. You'll see Apple right here.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But I guess that just about wraps it up. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Wes.
And this is Refreshed.
Week 3 now. You gonna leave us? No.